Hey, what's going on guys? Alex here with TFL Car, and right in front of me is the all-new 2022 Honda Civic Si. At this point, we've seen the sedan, we've seen the hatchback, but now this performance variant of the sedan is here. You guys are probably super excited for it. So in this video, we're gonna take a deep dive, go through all the specs, see what this new Civic is all about. And not only do I have that right there is a 1986 Honda Civic Si. This is the first ever Si Civic. So in this video, we're also going to be doing a little old versus new. Let's jump right in. So let's start off by just taking a look at the design of this new Civic Si. It's pretty similar to the sedan, which I don't think is a bad thing, but there are a few unique design elements on this. First off is the grille, which I think looks pretty good. Of course, you've got the SI badge up front to let you know exactly what this is, but you can see this honeycomb pattern that's done into the grille, which matches the interior honeycomb we'll get to in a little bit. I think it's a pretty good look. Also, these wheels are unique to the Si. They're done in a matte black finish. These are all seasons right here, but you can option the Civic Si with summer tires, just like in previous years. So if you want to stick your tire, pretty easy to do that right from the factory. They call this blazing orange pearl. I think it's a really good look. Lots of contrast. If you remember the video I did last year, actually in the same studio with the sedan prototype when they first announced the design, it was a very similar color to this. I really liked it, so I'm glad to see that it is on the Civic. But this color is Si exclusive, so if you want this color, you're gonna have to go with the Si.
This video was made possible by our friends at Jerry. Trust me, there's nothing more painful than searching for auto insurance, so don't. Instead, tap Jerry to do it. Jerry is an app that automatically compares insurance quotes from over 50 companies in 45 seconds and could save you an average of $800 a year. And since Jerry is a licensed insurance broker, they don't send you to other sites. You can compare and buy insurance from the carrier that gives you the best rate directly from the app. They'll even take care of canceling your old policy and switching you to a new one. Now here's the coolest part of the Jerry app. They'll reshop your insurance automatically every 6 months to make sure your insurance rates stay low. And if you do like talking this through with humans, Jerry has certified insurance agents available by phone or text message to walk you through the process. Jerry is the fastest, easiest, and only automated way to compare and save on your car insurance. Click on the link in the description below or go to getjerry.com/TFLcar and download the app today. Your chance to save hundreds on car insurance awaits.
Also, there's some gloss black elements, so you can see the mirror caps are done in gloss black. You also have blacked out window trim along the whole side of the vehicle. And then coming around to the back, you can see this gloss black spoiler, which is mounted to the top of the trunk. Definitely a good look, but it also adds some aerodynamic element as well. SI badge on the rear there, and the rest of the rear looks pretty similar to what you've already seen with the Civic sedan, with the exception of one thing: twin exhaust outlets in the back. Honda's not trying to hide anything. I know most of you guys watching are probably pretty stoked about that, and I am too. And actually, if you look underneath, it's got a really interesting way of routing. They actually kind of loop back on top of itself on both sides, and that's just supposed to improve sound. So let's take a listen. And thanks to this new exhaust, the exhaust flow has been improved by 27%, which is a pretty good improvement. So not only is it improving the sound, but it's improving the exhaust flow as well. All right, let's take a look underneath the hood of the new Civic Si. This is a 1.5 liter turbo 4-cylinder with VTEC, makes 200 horsepower and 192 foot-pounds of torque. That's the same exact torque rating as the previous generation, but actually down 5 horsepower, which is a little bit of a bummer, but shouldn't be extremely noticeable. But Honda did make a few changes to this engine. So it now has broader power curves, performance is improved at the top end of the rev range, peak torque is also 300 RPM lower, so you should be able to get into that power a little more easily. They've also fitted this Civic Si with a lighter flywheel. That's just gonna help with quicker throttle response. And before you ask, yes, this does have a 6-speed manual transmission. The Si has never had an automatic of any kind, and good to see that we still have a 6-speed manual in the Civic Si for 2022. All right, let's take a look at the interior now, and it's pretty similar to the rest of the 11th gen Civics, but there are some differences that are specific to the SI. Let's go through them. One of the big changes are the seats. So these are obviously SI specific seats. You can tell that by the embroidered badge right there up by the headrest. It's also an integrated headrest, which you don't get on the sedan version of the Civic, the non-SI. So definitely a sportier seat, a little bit bigger bolstering, and overall just looks like a sport racing seat that should hold you in nice when you're driving aggressively. Also, you'll notice a lot of contrast accents. So we've got contrast stitching here in the steering wheel, also in the seats as well, and the shift knob and shift boot. This honeycomb material that stretches the length of the dash where the air vents are hidden, that is now surrounded by a red piece of trim as well, just to make it look a little sportier. You also have some unique door cards to the Civic SI right there that you don't get in the other versions as well. Different pedal design than you get on the rest of the Civics. These are what they call their sport pedals, and you're gonna need those using this. Thank God we have a 6-speed manual transmission, very similar shift knob and boot to what you get in the Type R. So you've got this nice leather material with the red stitching on it and a nice metal shift knob to grab onto. Honda says that the throws are now 10% shorter than they used to be. It also feels a little more clicky and responsive than the previous generation. So overall, a good feel. I know I can't drive it. We're gonna be doing that soon, but just sitting here stationary, the shifter does feel very premium. One thing to note about this manual transmission is that they actually took the rev matching feature from the Type R and brought it over to this new Civic SI. So let's say you're downshifting from 4th into 3rd, it will auto rev match for you. That way you don't need to do any of that heel toe action, and it should make your downshift super smooth. I used that system in the Type R last time I drove it, absolutely loved it. You can check out that review if you want to peek at that, but I imagine this is going to work just the same and make it super easy to shift just like the Type R. And then in the center here you have this big 9-inch infotainment screen. It's all pretty responsive, pretty snappy, and easy to use. You've got a big physical volume knob over here on this side, which I definitely like. Easy to get back home as well. Yeah, it's all easy to use. I just think in 2022, some of the other competition has some crisper, more modern looking displays. I think Honda's a little bit behind in that area. Now in front of the driver, there's a 7-inch digital instrument panel here on the left side, which shows you your tach right now. There's a fuel indicator down on the bottom, and then a traditional analog speedometer there. So it doesn't get the huge screen that is available in some Civics, but at least you get this, and it does show you a good bit of information. This specific Civic Si doesn't have it because this is one of Honda's earlier pre-production models, but Honda did tell me that this will show you some additional information such as G-meter, lap timer, stopwatch, that kind of stuff. So you should see that in the final production version. Down here you have your auto start stop button to disable that, but you also have the drive mode switch right here. And if I go through that, you can see there's 3 different drive modes: individual, sport, and normal. And if you go into the individual mode and hit customize, then you can actually go in and adjust the tuning for the engine and the steering between sport and normal. So nice to see that you can actually make a custom drive mode this year. You've also got a 12-speaker Bose Centerpoint 2 sound system, and other than that, pretty much what you would expect in here. It's all comfortable, very sporty, and exactly what you would expect from a Civic interior. You've got you know, your climate control up here, automatic climate control, 2 USB ports. I'd like to see USB-C, but that's all right. At least we've got 2 USB-A ports, 12-volt socket, a little bit of storage right here to just throw your phone, some other odds and ends, electronic parking brake, you've got some cup holders, and a little bit of center storage. And of course, a sunroof. It does not extend the full length of the vehicle. It's kind of a standard sunroof. I've got it open right now just to let a little more light in, but you do have that standard as well. And also tons of safety tech. So that's pretty much going to be the same as the rest of the Civic lineup, but you're going to have Honda's advanced compatibility engineering body structure, new driver and front passenger airbags, which are designed specifically to reduce brain and neck injuries. That's thanks to a pretty cool donut shaped structure they have, which is meant to cradle the head and reduce rotation. So pretty cool there. rear seat side airbags, and also the full suite of Honda sensing safety tech to keep you in check on the road. There's a couple things you don't get as part of the Honda sensing package on this SI, just because it has a manual transmission, and there's a few things that you can't use with a manual, but it has most of it. Good to see. Honda's been pushing really hard on that, and I don't think that's a bad thing for anybody. Also, you've got some different materials here than you would get in, let's say, a sport sedan Civic. So this textured material here looks pretty nice. That comes out of the touring version of the Civic, but overall very comfortable and definitely a sporty looking interior. And now to check out the rear seats on the Civic Si. You still got your red contrast stitching in here, but you don't have the red door cards, so a little more basic. But I'm gonna hop in, and I'm sitting behind myself. I'm 5'10". The seat in front of me is set to where I would drive it, and I've got plenty of room here for my knees. Good amounts of headroom as well. I'm not super tall, so maybe if this were Nathan or Andre, they'd be butting their heads a little bit, but all in all, not too bad. You don't have USB ports or AC vents back here, but that's not a huge surprise, as you don't get those in the standard sedan either, but just wanted to point that out. All right, let's do a little old versus new between the newest SI and the first ever SI. And the first thing you'll notice when you look at these two side by side is just how much bigger the Civic has gotten over the years since 1986. That's apparent from pretty much every angle. If you look at it from the front, it looks way narrower than the new version. Also from the side, the new SI just completely swallows up the old one. You can't even see it from a side profile. Whereas if we come around to the other side, it's really easy to see both of them when you're looking from this side. On the old one, you've got tiny little 13-inch wheels with these skinny tires, whereas you have big old 18s on the new one with much meatier tires. Also a 5-lug pattern on the new one versus a 4-lug pattern on the old one. And one of the biggest differences is the fact that this 86 is a hatch, whereas the new 2022 model is a sedan. Now, Honda recently dropped the coupe for the SI, so we only have the sedan version for this year. That's not to say that Honda will never come out with a coupe or a hatchback version of the SI, but just worth noting that the first one, definitely a hatch, and this new one, definitely a sedan. Also, another huge difference is that this 2022 model is a 4-door, whereas the original Civic Si was a 2-door. And yeah, overall, the main thing you're gonna notice when you park these two side by side is definitely the size. Let's take a look at the inside. Now, you already saw the interior of the new one, so I'll just go ahead and show you the old one. You can see this has a 5-speed manual transmission, whereas the new one, of course, has a 6-speed. Of course, you're gonna have, no digital infotainment or instrument panel or anything like that. Old school radio, and the smell, man, the smell is definitely a throwback in this old Civic. Gotta love that. And lastly, the exhaust. You can see this tiny little single exhaust outlet. Here's my hand for reference, just showing how small that is. And now coming over to the new one, dual exhausts, but they're much bigger and much more advanced with that coil done into the exhaust. So there you go, just a quick old versus new on the first ever Civic Si and the most recent Civic Si. All right, now let's talk about the chassis really quick, and I'm not going to go into every single detail because a lot of this is the same information that we already got when the 11th gen Civic sedan first made its debut. But a couple things to mention: it's got a 1/2 inch wider rear track than the outgoing model. That's the same as the 11th gen sedan as well. 1.4 inch longer wheelbase than the outgoing model, which is the longest in class. 8% increase in torsional rigidity, 13% increase in bending rigidity. Like I said, that's all the same stuff we saw on the 11th gen sedan when that first made its debut last year. But there are some differences between the sedan and this SI. So let's go through those. First of all, you're gonna get stiffer front springs, so it's gonna make it easier to corner, and you can take corners with higher speed thanks to the stiffer suspension. You also have dampers that were specifically tuned for the SI. Thicker stabilizer bars compared to the standard Civic sedan, just like we saw in the previous generation. and then the front bushings and the upper B-arms were sourced from the Type R. Also, the steering system is 60% stiffer than the sedan, and you've also got larger brakes than the sedan as well. So all that put together is gonna make for a better handling car than the standard sedan. You're gonna be able to take this on twisty roads and just really push it a lot harder than you could in a standard Civic. Honda has not yet announced pricing for this new SI, but the 2020 SI started at $25,200. So I think we might see a slight price increase over that because you're getting some extra stuff this year, but definitely is gonna come well in under $30,000 if I had to guess. Main competition for the Civic Si would be the Volkswagen Jetta GLI, the Hyundai Elantra N-Line, the Mazda 3, and we'll just have to wait and see what this drives like when we actually get it out on the road. Nathan's gonna be doing that pretty soon, and then we'll be able to really give you a good opinion on which we think is the best spot. Let us know if you have any questions about this new Civic Si down in the comments below. I'm sure Nathan will read through those and be sure to address them when he actually gets this out on the road. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to head on over to tfl-studios.com so you don't miss out on any of the TFL content. Catch you in the next video.